At Clinton's State Department farewell, she was surrounded by admiring employees. Their work email, like Clinton's, belongs to the government. All are required to use a .gov account. That ensures the email is saved in one place on a government server, so it's easy to find for investigators or anyone filing a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act request. It's likely Clinton was the only one here sending work email via a private server. She told NBC's Meet the Press she figured the emails she sent would be saved on a government server somewhere.
All of the emails that I sent were intended to be in the government systems if they were work-related. That's why I sent them to people at their work addresses.
Clinton's email was scattered in hundreds of email accounts in various departments in government servers all around Washington. Not easy to find. The day she left office, she was obligated to turn in the work email on her private server. She didn't. The State Department asked for it in July 2014, according to a watchdog group. A Judicial Watch Freedom of Information Act request revealed this email chain between Clinton attorney Cheryl Mills and the State Department's David Wade, who asked for Clinton's emails. Mills wrote, "I will be able to get that to you to the best of its availability. Given the volume, it will take some time." Mills and fellow Clinton attorney Heather Samuelson then sorted through 60,000 emails separating work and personal.
If they thought it was work-related, it would go to the State Department. If not, then it would not.
The FBI's report says Clinton's lawyers didn't actually read the email.
Instead, they relied on header information, and they used search terms to try to find all work-related emails.
At the end of that process, again, following the request of the State Department, they had to print out all those emails that were work-related. It ended up being 55,000 pages. Those were delivered to the State Department.
The 55,000 pages, roughly 30,000 work emails, were delivered in December 2014.
That left all the personal emails, and I was asked, do you need to keep your personal emails? And I said, no, I don't. You can delete those, and they were.
In all, Team Clinton says roughly 30,000 personal emails were deleted.
At the end, I chose not to keep my private personal emails. Emails about planning Chelsea's wedding or my mother's funeral arrangements, condolence notes to friends, as well as yoga routines, family vacations, the other things you typically find in inboxes.
Congressman Trey Gowdy was skeptical of Clinton's claims that only personal emails were deleted.
They didn't just push the delete button, they had them deleted where even God can't read them. They were using something called bleachbit. You don't use bleachbit for yoga emails or for bridesmaids emails. When you're using bleachbit, it is something you really do not want the world to see.
As noted earlier, Clinton turned in 30,000 work-related emails. But was that all of them?
We looked through everything. We gave them everything work-related.
Secretary Clinton said all work-related emails were returned to the State Department. Was that true?
No, we found work-related emails, thousands, that were not returned.
Secretary Clinton said neither she nor anyone else deleted work-related emails from her personal account. Was that true?
That's a harder one to answer. We found traces of work-related emails on devices or in Slack space, whether they were deleted or whether when a server was changed out, something happened to them. There's no doubt that there were work-related emails that were removed electronically from the email system.
FBI forensic analysts recovered thousands of emails in a variety of ways.
Some have been deleted over the years, and we found traces of them on servers or devices that have been connected to the private email domain. Others we found by reviewing the archived government accounts of people who'd been government employees at the same time as Secretary Clinton, including high-ranking officials at other agencies, folks with whom a Secretary of State might normally correspond.
Some emails are gone forever, especially those sent to non-government computers.
It's also likely that there are other work-related emails that they did not produce to state and that we did not find elsewhere and that are now gone, because they deleted all emails they did not produce to state, and the lawyers then cleaned their devices in such a way as to preclude complete forensic recovery.
What a euphemism. Clinton lawyers Mills and Samuelson didn't just clean their computers, they erased the emails with bleachbit software. Congressman Gowdy put it best.
They didn't just push the delete button, they had them deleted where even God can't read them.
September 11, 2012, terrorists attacked the U.S. consulate in Benghazi, Libya. 4 Americans, including Ambassador Chris Stevens, are killed. Clinton, Secretary of State at the time, draws intense criticism. Congress initiates several investigations, but the last one, in 2015, has exclusive information.
This committee is the first committee, the only committee, to uncover the fact that Secretary Clinton exclusively used personal email on her own personal server for official business and kept the public record, including emails about Benghazi and Libya, in her own custody and control for almost 2 years after she left.
Clinton testified on October 22, 2015, but events that eventually revealed her secrets were set in motion the previous year. And it's noted in the FBI's own report, Part 1, page 15 states, the House Select Committee on Benghazi was established on May 8, 2014, and reached an agreement with State on July 23, 2014, regarding the production of records. Let's reset the status of Clinton's private server. First, it's no longer in the house in New York. It's now at a data facility in New Jersey. Second, it's been upgraded to a Dell PowerEdge R620 server. And third, Clinton had contracted with Platte River Networks to manage the server. Now here are the key players as of July 23, 2014. Clinton attorney Cheryl Mills, Brian Pagliano, who set up Clinton's original email, and Paul Combetta, a Platte River Networks technician. Mills and Pagliano asked Combetta if there's a way to hide Clinton's email address. On July 24th, Combetta goes online at reddit.com looking for how to do just that. Congressman Jim Jordan quotes from Combetta's post during a hearing with FBI Director Comey.
I need to strip out a VIP's address from a bunch of archived email. Basically, they don't want the VIP's email address exposed to anyone. Now, Director, when I hear the term strip out email address, I think of somebody's trying to hide something, somebody's trying to cover up something.
The congressman sees a cover-up.
You agree?
From what you read, it sure sounds like they're trying to figure out a way to strip out the actual email address from what they produce.
Back at Reddit, Combetta learned he couldn't strip out the email address. His post, meanwhile, stayed online for more than 2 years.
And then the clincher. The clincher. Just last week, he's going online and trying to delete these Reddit posts. He's trying to cover up his tracks. He's trying to cover up the cover-up. So I guess the question is, and someone's asked it earlier, in light of all this, are you thinking about reopening the investigation?
Comey's answer to Jordan was no, but Judiciary Committee Chairman Bob Goodlatte raised a critical question.
Was the FBI aware of this Reddit post prior to offering Mr. Combetta immunity on May 3, 2016?
I'm not sure. I know that our team looked at it. I don't know whether they knew about it before then or not.
Isn't this information evidence of obstruction of justice and a violation of Mr. Combetta's immunity deal?
Not necessarily, no.
Why not?
It depends on what his intention was, why he wanted to do it.
As you just heard, Comey didn't know whether the FBI learned of the Reddit post before or after he was granted immunity. Yet he gave no hint he would look further into Combetta's actions.
I think our team concluded that what he was trying to do was, when they produced emails, not have the actual address, but have some name or placeholder instead of the actual .com address in the from line.
Chairman, I mean, the guy's trying to cover up the Reddit post where he's trying to figure out how he can cover up the email addresses. And I find that compelling, particularly in light of the fact that just the day before, he's talking with Cheryl Mills, and the State Department is on notice that the Benghazi Committee wants these very documents. I find that compelling, but obviously the FBI didn't, and this is just one more in that list of things that make this case highly unusual.
December 2014, Hillary Clinton is making public appearances, warming up for the coming presidential campaign. Meanwhile, her attorneys finish sorting through her email. They send roughly 30,000 emails to the State Department in paper form as requested. Another 30,000 or so personal emails are deleted from their laptops. But a copy of all the email remains on a server at Platte River Networks. where Paul Combetta is the technician responsible for the Clinton account. In December 2014, Clinton attorney Mills tells Combetta to erase the old duplicate emails. He forgets to do it. Fast forward to March 2, 2015. The New York Times breaks the story that Clinton uses a private server. March 4, Congressman Gowdy's Benghazi committee subpoenas Clinton's email. Combetta realizes he hasn't deleted those old emails, now being subpoenaed. He tells the FBI, Part 1, page 19, he had an OSHIT moment. On that same page, he says he used bleachbit to erase the email, an admission he makes only after receiving immunity. The FBI report says the bleachbit deletions occurred in late March 2015, the same time frame that Clinton attorney Mills talked with Combetta's employer, Platte River Networks.
And he did indeed use bleachbit on these records.
Sure. That's why the guy wouldn't talk to us without immunity.
And so when you got immunity, what did you learn?
We learned that no one had directed him to do that he had done it.
You really think that he just did this by himself?
The question is, do I have evidence to disbelieve him? And I don't. His account is credible that he was told to do it in 2014, screwed up and didn't do it, panicked when he realized he hadn't, and then raced back in and did it after Congress asked for the records and the New York Times wrote about them. That was his OSHIT moment. And that was credible. Again, I don't believe people, but we did not have evidence to disbelieve that and establish someone told him to do that. No email, no phone call, nothing. The hope was, if he had been told to do that, that'd be a great piece of evidence. If we give him immunity, maybe he'll tell us, so-and-so told me to, so-and-so asked me to, and then we're working up the chain.
But as it turned out, the Justice Department granted immunity and got nothing in return for it, a recurring theme in the Clinton case.